Yo, what's up, guys? I did not realize how monstrous of a chapter this was. Believe me, this was a mega chapter. We're just gonna do panel by panel because there's so much crazy stuff that happened in this chapter. I think like the really big thing here though is going from like, because initially we're at like street level threats, right? And then you kind of go into mountain level, you know, small island level threats. But then, I mean, I think God of High School, at least I'd say the past like 30, 40 chapters has been like a god level threat. And actually, I mean, recently, of course, with the Jade War, Ragnarok definitely got into that god level threat level, which is great for me. You know, I love that stuff so much. So that's exciting. This chapter, we went into a universal level threat for sure. That's insane. That's crazy. This is what was happening in Toriko, like right before Toriko ended. But Toriko got the axe, and God of High School, I don't think it's gonna get the axe. Now, this arc might end quicker than I thought. I thought this arc would go on for a long time, but guys, I mean, look at what happened in this chapter. Mori Jin basically was toying around the sand. And then once they got far away from Earth, because, you know, Mori Jin doesn't want to destroy Earth, he just ended the fight in 2 seconds. Like, he literally, and actually, if you look at the speed at which you guys fight, I mean, it was much quicker than 2 seconds. But it basically just ends the fight. You know, he's like, hey, you know what, saying, I'm not even going to let you try to go full power. You might be a threat to me. I'm just going to end you in 2 seconds. That's pretty nuts. And I'm saying, I don't think Mori Jin went full power here. 250,000 times Jeabongchim. I don't think he went full power. I actually think he was living out a little bit. I think he's holding out a little bit. And I think actually part of that is like what Beelzebub said to Saiyan. You don't have that instinct, that will to the violence. You know, you don't have that like will to win. It's so important, and that's what Mori Jin has, right? And like, so now I'm wondering, who comes next? Because Mori Jin kind of fodderized Satan, you know, in a respectable sense. Who's the strongest of the gods? Well, who's up next? I mean, I don't understand what's gonna happen now. Oh, I guess Ultio's still around, but let's be real, guys. That was nuts. Another thing is Mori Jin was being kind of sneaky about a lot of this stuff. I mean, it wasn't so much that he wasn't telling the readers about his plan and saying about his plan. I mean, he was avoiding telling anybody about what's really going on. With the gourd bottle, that was his real plan, it seemed like. Not just really to, when Jeabongchim powers down the recoil, you know, say, hey, you know what, there's this recoil, and I'm going to punish you for saying you don't know about it, right? But no, I think his real plan was to get away from Earth, and I guess get away from the readers. I'm not really sure what's going on there. Is that kind of a metaphor, you know, saying that Mori Jin can't really connect with the human world anymore? He's not really a human anymore. You know, he doesn't have that, his humanity is gone. Is that what Jaepong Park is telling us? Yo, guys, this is nuts. I mean, our galaxy, the first star sun, I blew up when I saw this. I blew up a little bit. I was like, Jesus, the first time I saw it, it was crazy. It's not even like the big deal, this chapter. Like, there's so much to talk about here. We get some, you know, interesting little combat there. And actually, I'm not really sure what I want interesting. 49 days in Bagua, a Palgo furnace. I don't remember that. What is that? I don't know. So I tried Googling it. It's some Chinese like 8 precepts of all, you know, reality or something. But this is crazy. Look at these his clone game. The universe is literally turning white because of Satan. 200 quadrillion clones. I don't know how many guys, like, you know, jack off over mathematical principles. I'm a huge math fan, and it's just a number, but 200 quadrillion is an extreme amount of clones. Like, that's insane. But that's just really the start of this chapter. There's perfect. I was freaking out when we saw the sun, because I mean, the sun, it's like, hey, you know what, we're going deep into these power levels. We already saw Jupiter, now we're seeing the sun. No, Mori Jin is perfect. Like, there shouldn't be any damage at this distance. That was his true goal. And then even if I use my full force, that like legit blew my mind. And it's because this is why Jeabongchim 250,000. Really, what's going on here is that all the clones die in an instant. Like, 200 quadrillion clones, and that's what I was saying earlier about this number, 200 quadrillion. It's a significant number. You don't just make a number like that. Like, a lot, you know. That's a big number. So they're all dead instantly. Like, that's pretty messed up. And then, yeah, this is actually the most confusing thing to me. So using your really power could destroy the human world, right? The Earth. So you purposely let it go this far. All right, wait a minute. Am I missing something here? Quite clearly, he can do more than destroy the human world, right? I mean, who cares? Like, what? Like, am I missing something? Like, I was kind of confused about that because, like, I'm not thinking the human world is really like the best scale of like comparison right here. You know, there's a lot you could blow up. If you could blow up 400 quadrillion Satan clones, which is more surface area than the Earth, easily. You can easily blow up. Like, I don't understand. But you know, whatever. Yeah, and then he stun guns Satan. And he gives him a ton of different moves, which I thought, the Puma Gut Stab, Kyokushin Karate, Kick of the Red Phoenix, Ray Taekwondo, 3-point Hoshuk. Yeah, just like dots, you know, Puma Dog Seller, just a lot of really good moves. Wolfgang Swordmanship Hand Slash. And yeah, Sing gets blown up. Again, like, completely shocking panel for me. And now we get this flashback of Beelzebub, which again, I'm wondering, like, what is going on? Satan's Phase 3, which it looks real sick. Like, I'm not going to lie. Looks kind of like a chick, too, but just dies instantly. Just dies instantly. Like, he's not able... Now, there's one point. He's not able to go to... I gotta make 2 more points, guys. Jesus. Yeah, like, Satan's not able to use his Jeabongchim 250k. He's not able to, right? You know, Mori Jin gives him that Nabong blood vessel chim pointer stab, you know, electric knuckle bust. That's what he does to him, and I usually don't like seeing this stuff. I like all the people to go all out, and I don't really think it's Mori Jin's style to try to, you know, gimp someone before they can go all out. Now, I'm not saying he's Vegeta, but I'm thinking what's happening is Mori Jin's like legitimately that much stronger than Satan. He's so much stronger. He's not just dictating the battle, he's in complete control of the battle. He says if Satan goes 250k Jeabongchim. You know, I'm saying basically if Satan did do Jeabongchim 250k, he would have died anyway, instantly. That's kind of the message I'm getting. Now the big thing in this chapter, everything else, like Satan Phase 3, all the clones, going into the sun, Jeabongchim 250k, the big thing for me, the universe blackout for even one, what is it, 100 millionth of a second, 1 billionth of a second, I don't know. It basically the speed of light, universal blackout. That for me, that's like the big thing about this chapter, because if you think about it, that's like a technical universal feat. It's like the one instantly. We went from a planetary god level into like a galactic level. Now we're going to a universal level, like instantly. And it also means to me, Mori Jin's holding back. He's holding back. He's holding out on us. I guess just me. You guys already know what's going to happen. But then also, new villains. We're going to get some new villains pop up, I'm pretty sure. And I've been theorizing about these guys for a while. And I'm pretty sure some new villains are going to pop up. And that's going to be nuts. And I think Mori Jin's got some real tricks up his sleeve. So I'm really excited for whatever happens. I think 16 chapters to go. I'm really excited for like whatever is going to happen between now and 307. Like, that's pretty messed up. I want to see like multiple universal level characters. And honestly, guys, I'm the type of guy who says push it beyond a universal level, push it beyond a omniscient character, go beyond it. Like, why not? That's the type of person I am. So I want to see that come out of just not only got high school, but Mori Jin and all the characters. I think it'd be so epic, like so sick. So I'm hoping we get there pretty soon. I'm hoping we get some sick feats, like beyond sick feats, because there are some sick feats in this chapter. I mean, sicker than I've ever seen in God of High School, and I love that. You know, that's what I love about Toriko so much, and it just got axed. I don't think God of High School is gonna get axed because it's not in the same kind of manga serialization pressure. They don't have that. It doesn't really exist. So I think it's gonna keep going, and I think some really nutty stuff's gonna happen. Anyway, guys, get out later. I'm gonna get out of here. I'll see you guys later. Make sure you like and subscribe, and have a good day.